doing this shit in my way. I'm here. Okay. Tell these niggas, man. 100. Nigga, fuck all that bullshit. I'm here. Yeah. Black chicken in them motherfuckers.
We here. The show don't stop. We just keep going and going and going and going. Woo! Woo! It been one of them weekends. It's been one of them weekends, ain't it, boy? It been what the white folks say. It's been a doozer. It's been a doozer. A lot of shit going on. Trick Daddy and what 100 been beefing. They got into it. They got into it real bad. Um, on Clubhouse today. Trick Daddy got on there, so we're gonna get into that. We also gonna get into the shooting that happened up there in New York. They got him today. They got him today. It was a brother. So we're gonna get into that today. Also, we're gonna get into you know what I'm saying, this find about are we being properly hydrated? The summer's coming along. So I wanted to get somebody on here, you know what I'm saying, to talk to us about proper hydration. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of kids been falling out, a lot of people work out, have a lot of chronic issues. And Big Gregory said that's one of the reasons most people die because of lack of hydration. So y'all stay tuned close to 8 o'clock for Dope Healing. She gonna be in here talking about proper hydration. Also, we're also going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the NBA playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The play-in going in. Jay-Z was in the bidding last night. Jay-Z was in the bidding. Jay-Z was courtside last night at the Hawks game. I got invited out last night, you know what I'm saying, by a couple of my partners. They had got a suite, and they also had some they had got a suite, but they were like, if everybody want to go, they're gonna get courtside tickets. And my dumb ass did not go. You know what I'm saying? I should have went. But you know, my focus ain't really been there as it usually be. So we're gonna get into that. Trey Yeezel, what I call him. Trey Yeezel, he got in there and he got active. He got active last night. And he sent them motherfucking buzz with them buzz. I wasn't there to respect the Hornet by calling them a Hornet, but he sent them home last night. So we also gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? Gas prices dropping. Gas prices going down. So big. Okay, so let me explain something to y'all. So I ordered a truck for Ford almost 2 years ago. And I received an email today and said we have a scheduled date for my 2022 Ford Raptor. We also have other options that they're telling me is that I can get a 24% discount on some amazing vehicles on the Ford F-150 Lightning, the Ford Trimmer F-150, and also the Ford Platinum. But now, 2 years later, I don't know if I know I want to come there. So also, I had a chance this weekend to go see my son's new home. Him and his girl just purchased a new house. So proud of him. And my cousin, she just got her new crib out there by Bootsy. It big as a motherfucker. So there's a lot of shit going on. What was your weekend? How was your weekend? What y'all getting into tonight? We are officially on all 7 major platforms. We're not on Facebook tonight. I received an email from Facebook on yesterday about something I said in a sense deleted video that I did post. I deleted it off YouTube, but it's still on Facebook. So there's an issue, but we will be back on Facebook next Tuesday moving forward. Me and Facebook did resolve the issue, but I will not be broadcast on Facebook because right now we have YouTube. Now we've also brought in Twitter and Twitch. So if you're at home playing on your PlayStation or your Xbox and you want to see the media show, you can play your game and watch the media show. Support us on your Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo, whatever you streaming it on Twitch. Also, if you're a big Twitter guy, all you gotta do is go on, look up the media show ATL, and you can watch us live on Twitter. The media show. We are on all 7 major platforms. We on Apple. We on Apple. We on Spotify. We on YouTube. We on Facebook. We on Instagram. We on Twitter, and we're on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to little boy me, I be like, nah, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are in all the places that everybody else is. Do we listen? Like I tell people, it don't matter. If I get 5 views off Twitter, I'm there. If I get 5 views off Facebook, I'm there. If I get 5 views off Twitch, I'm there. If I get 5 views, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on TikTok. I'm working on TikTok. So I'm trying to be on 10 platforms where we go up. So when you come on my show, just understand, like, if you have a following on whatever you got a following on, if you put it out there, your followers gonna be able to see. You know what I mean? Our Instagram does not let you stream to their platform yet. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't been able to do that, but so we're working on TikTok. We working on who else working? We're working on TikTok. There's one other one. Oh, we're working on AthertonWestJMedia.com. I just had a meeting today. So y'all stay tuned for Atherton West J Media. I'm gonna leave it like that. Y'all stay Atherton West J Media, the channel. And I'm not talking about on YouTube. So you might not even have to go on YouTube. You might be able to watch us on YouTube in y'all. If you're screaming, we want to be there. We're Atherton West J Media. Want to be the force and we want to be a force in the future, and you know what I'm saying. We want to be seen. You know what I'm saying, by people all around the world. Like I say, we get more views outside the country. Our number one demographic is actually Brazil. You know what I'm saying. So our number one fan base is not even Americans. They're actually in Brazil. You know what I'm saying. And I think we're over 115,000 views, if I'm not mistaken. Could be lying, but I know we over 100. So we over 100,000 views. So we are legitimate. Like, you get 100,000 views doing anything. I don't give a fuck if it took you a year or 2 years. If you get 100,000 views, that means you are forced. Once you get 100,000 views, you know what I'm saying, you are something to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? So we're not tooting our own horn. We're not doing all that. You know what I mean? But what we are doing is let people know that we are legitimate, and we are a media. Afterwards, media is a full-blown media company. You need a video shot. You need a commercial shot. You need some graphics. You need some logos. You need a party plan. Whatever you need, Atherton West J Media can handle it. So we don't necessarily promote all that because, you know what I'm saying, we want people to understand that we are about business. And I feel like if you want to do business with us, you're gonna ask. But I was told today by some my the guys on the team. Understand, we do video. We got the movie. We starting the movie. So I'm going out of town the 10th to the 17th in June. So when I come back on the 18th, we're gonna around June 18th. Then we're gonna start. Mm, mm. I think we're gonna start around June 18th. Um, pre-production for the movie we're working on. Um, Y'all stay tuned for that. So just know we out here working and working and working and working and working and working and doing our thing, man. God is so good. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? For tuning in every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Tonight is also a bittersweet moment. You'll find out about that later. But what y'all got going on? We're waiting on Coco and the kids to arrive. Let me check my text message. Hold on. We on Twitch, baby. Yeah, man. Can y'all believe we on Twitch? Voila. There we go. We back. Okay, I just got a text message from Coco. She is on the way. So she will be joining us with guests and stuff. So it's been a very, very interesting weekend. What y'all been into this weekend? Uh, hmm. For the weekend, I had Turbo this weekend. Um, he likes me to take him. He likes me to take him out to eat. Like I don't understand the 4-year-old today. Like he likes to go out to eat and sit down and say, "Oh, can we go out to eat?" I was like, "Go out to eat." I'm like, kids nowadays. So I'm like, so I tried to take the nigga to Wendy's, and he was like, "This not out to eat." It was so funny. So I took him to I took him to a Grindhouse Killer Burgers. It's a burger. Well, it's one in Decatur. I took him to the one in Buckhead. And they have a little combo for kids. They bring a little tray out on little food out on the tray. So I got him like a cheese, the turkey cheeseburger, on some fries and vanilla ice cream. He really enjoyed. We stayed there for a couple hours. He had ice cream about 4 Capri Suns. Um, what else we did? Mm. Also, of course, we cooked on Sunday for Trapping Place. Shout out Trapping Place. So we barbecued steaks and um, grilled chicken and shrimp. Of course, per usual, it was a success. So that's what I'm always working, and I've been writing a script to the movie, Relentless. I've been just going in on that, just writing and tearing it up. So right now I got like the first 2 scenes pretty much done. Um, I think the rest I might just try to ad lib it. Um, oh yeah, um, we dedicated this show to everybody who we RIP Archie tonight, and also we RIP hold on, let me look up my cousin. Shout out my boy Willie, man. Willie, we praying for you, Willie. We praying for you. Let me pull him up. You know what I'm saying? Tanisha Scott. That's what we doing now. So we done a special shout out for that boy Archie, man. We ready for y'all. Yeah, man. Also, shout out to my boy, you know what I'm saying, my cousin Willie, man. You know what I'm saying? He lost his sister, man. You know, I've lost a lot of people I love. You know, so I understand the pain and hurt that comes with loving, you know what I'm saying, a sibling. I have people that I haven't necessarily lost a sibling yet, but I've lost people that just close to me. It may not be in blood, but Willie, we praying for you, and we want you to know that, man. We here for you, man. We love you, man. And you always supported the media show. You've always supported African West J Media. You've always supported Big. You've always supported Edmund. You've always supported Arthemion. So, you know, you support my family. I support your family. So RIP, man, to your sister. Meg, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? To your father, the law, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Our prayers from my family to yours, you know what I'm saying? We are here for you. So tonight's show is dedicated to Tanisha Scott and the rapper Archie. That's who we let me okay. There we go. Yeah, so tonight's show is dedicated RIP Tanisha Scott, RIP Archie. That's who the show, we dedicating the show to those people tonight. So if you lost somebody, you understand how hard and how difficult it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up ass society we live in sometimes, man. I don't so I don't let's get into why let's put up an article and see what's happening. Why my boy Archie had to lose his life. We're gonna pull up this. Hold on, let me go to YouTube right quick. Let me pull this up. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Come on in. They can't see you walking. Hey, Keisha. Hey. Go this shit right though. We live, but it's all good though. I'm on. You sit right where you want to. How you been?
Good, how are you?
You know, right? You know, man. You sit. She sit right. You sit right there. Hydration queen, huh? Mm-hmm. So I guess he's here. Coco finally arrived.
I'm sorry.
Per usual. The diva is here.
Look at all my snacks.
Yeah, you know, since I
What you saying?
no, since
Good people.
yeah, good. Whoa, that's what we owe. We need one with the arms on it. I call it with the training wheel.
Dad, you got all these snacks?
Yeah.
Where my hot wings at?
I was in the Uber.
You Uber? I didn't see your car.
Yeah, I was in the Uber.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
So this is our guest, Dope Healing, aka Nurse Keisha.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, welcome to the media show, you guys.
I like this. I like this.
Yeah. You know.
Then you want to pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
I couldn't get this kind of treatment.
No, we also but hey man, everything is a progress. You know, I just let God do the work.
I like
you know what I'm saying?
There's no Keisha.
Okay.
Yeah.
If having that water, I don't want to get that water in front. That's my water. It's what water. I got water. You know, Keisha like, man, I'm thirsty the most.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh shit. Damn. You don't know how thirsty you is. I got snacks. I know you're a healthy eater. But I got snacks, gummies, pies. Drink everything you don't need. I got it.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get out
Like
your
old times say.
Good.
Bro,
But y'all know what to do right
I
now.
know.
no. So yeah. Well, anyway, so I was just talking about what happened to Archie. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to put an article that was sad. You know what I'm saying?
That was
His own
sad.
brother shot him.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
saw that.
saying?
Yeah. His own brother.
I wonder what.
You wonder what happened?
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't know. They said it was an argument, and you know what happened, right?
Mm-mm.
It happened. They found
At
the
the
Chevron right there by Home
Snap Finger.
Depot. You know, you go around the curve right there. But that's
Oh,
what.
it was that one.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
That's
Hey, that's crazy. Like
Very
his
crazy.
own brother. So I know. I was saying, Brian, back. You know, when you little kids, you used to fight with your siblings. I don't know if y'all got siblings, but you like it got gangster sometimes. I can't never think about shoot my little brother.
brother.
You
Yeah.
got
I'm not like I had to hit him upside the head with something, but never. I wouldn't never think gun.
Right.
Yeah.
What's
You know
the
what
worst
I'm
fight you done been in with your sibling?
I never really got to fight with them. My oldest brother, he passed away in a motorcycle crash last year, right after my mom.
Oh,
And the one that y'all know is
Sorry.
Dream. And me and him never really like he used to get on my nerves,
How
But
much? What's the age difference?
me and Dream was a year apart, and me and Shab, we 3 years apart. Exactly.
Okay.
We have the same birthday and everything.
Who's the oldest between you and Dream?
He is.
Okay, wait. So your brother who passed, y'all had the same birthday?
The same exact birthday.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So yeah, but he passed
I'm so
last
sorry to hear
year
about that.
at Bike Week in Myrtle Beach. When I
Oh
ran
man,
up-
we lost control.
No, they said a car clipped his tire.
It's like the other night I was going home. So my house was on renovation. So we staying in Lithonia, and we was like 12 o'clock at night. I wasn't paying enough for work. It's like pitch black. It's pitch black dark. Ain't no going down to once you get played with chop. Ain't no light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These niggas was. I know. Don't hope that anybody watch. I was doing 84. I was doing 84. You know what I'm saying? I was speed. They ran by me out of sight. So they had me doing 100 plus.
Right.
I'm like, how the hell can you even see?
Yeah.
So I just say, man, I pray people on a bike. I want to ride it so bad, but
I'm
man,
so scared.
I just, you know what I'm saying. So we sorry to hear about that too. Man.
I am
You know what
sorry
I
to
mean?
hear about that. But you say
Yeah.
Dream, you and
But he was like, I never got to like physically fight. We just like
argue.
just argue about little stuff. But he was because I was a little tomboy, so I used to always follow him around his friends. Just get on his nerves. They play baseball, football. He always trying to be in the mix of that. That's about it. He get on them games, turn up the TV loud. I mean, when we went to because we went to Southwest to Southwest Cabin. One of the things like Friday mornings when they get ready for their football game, girl, he would wake me up with that damn Pastor Troy song. We ready?
Oh, for real? Oh.
So little stuff like that, but nothing like to the point where I just want to,
Do something, yeah.
physical like that.
And
What
I
about
think
you and
it's-
your sister?
I think it's about the same with like I have a brother, he's 1 year older than me too. So it's kind of the same. I was like the tomboy. I was around him more, and my cousins, they were all like the same age. So like I was, so it was kind of the same. And honestly, me and my brother, I can't say that we ever really got into I don't even think we got into no real argument. Yeah, like I can't recall ever being just mad at my brother, like annoyed maybe.
Yeah, but not just.
Yeah, now my sister, we haven't really even gotten into like we argue more. Put it that way. I think we used to have like more arguments or whatever. She's 5 years older than me.
Oh yeah, y'all definitely got arguments.
Yeah, so we had arguments, but we never.
Did she torture you? Your mom said your mom.
I'm probably tougher than my sister.
Play that.
My
mom used to like, well, if your brother can't go, you can't go. I was like,
see,
really?
and that was the thing. The time, and not the, I don't want to put her business out there because I love my sister to death. But like back then, like my sister, the times I clashed with her would be because she was clashing with my mom. You know what I'm saying? So if she get into it with my mom and I felt like she was being disrespected, I would insert myself because it would be like, because I would, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand that.
But that was rare. That was probably like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well,
I know you and you.
Me and my brother Joseph, we just torture each other. But boys are different though.
Yeah,
boys are going to get physical.
Yeah.
It's just because my brother used to like to wear my shoes and my clothes. And, you know, I don't like using the word tour, but we didn't really have it like that. So it was like you don't wear nobody J, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We
you
all
know,
wore. That's why I used to be mad at my sister. She wouldn't share her clothes,
bro, we don't
but we
do
all
that.
share stuff. Like me
No,
and my
man.
cousins.
I mean, like, yeah, it's like, you don't know,
Yeah,
man. Like, but see, my brother, he kind of
Yeah.
grew up. I'm sorry, my brother, he kind of. So me and Joe are
got
four.
it.
I got it. Me and Joe are like 4 years apart, but he kind of grew. He kind of grew quicker than I did. So he like by the time he was in 8th grade, he wore all my stuff. But after a while, he kind of like, I just said, you had it, you know what I mean? But after my brother got like in 9th grade, we didn't really fight. We had one fight. Last fight we got into, I was 21 and I was 23, and he was like 19. And like that was our last fight, but it had got so bad after we, you know, it took us about 2 months to come back and talk. We were like, bro, we brothers, bro. Like, we don't need to even go there with each other. Like, that,
Right.
like we shouldn't even do that.
Right.
And we ain't never got to fight anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good because
You
some
know
people
what I'm
just like,
They stay.
yeah, because I don't, I mean, I come from a toxic environment, so I understand like loving people from a distance. Whether it's your brother, your sister.
The older I got, I've had, I know some of family watching, and they don't like that, but I'm the kind of family member gonna love you from a distance.
Yeah.
Like, everybody can't come to my house.
Right.
And that ain't nothing wrong, but I'm big on energy, man.
Right.
You know, if you let the energy in your high, it fuck up everything. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna say this. I'm a hood nigga, and you know my family's hood and project. And sometimes when they come over, things come up missing. You know.
Yeah.
Man, damn that.
Ain't nobody took that.
Man, my uncle, shout out to my Uncle Jerome, man. The man stole a comforter set.
You putting them out there, ain't you?
Fuck that.
Wait, you living good? How you let somebody walk out your house with a whole company?
It was a party. You know how like, so this what happened. You know how like back in the day, like you used to go, you know, like you used to go like you'll buy your comforter set, then you go buy you get paid, then you go buy your curtains, then you'll buy your before you buy your bedroom suit, then we all black, so we got buy our comforter set, then we go get the curtains, then when we get all that, then we go get our TV, then we get our rug. So we got all that in the garage. We got everything, we in the room together. So we just go out there and show everybody. And excuse me. So we party and drink. Black folk gonna party when they got money at night. And my wife's like, man, what you did with the comforter? Like by now we ready to put the room together. I'm like, he was inside here. We don't total fucking garage.
How you knew Jerome?
He was the junkie.
So you can't just put that on him. You is wrong. You can't put that on him.
When I called him, said, did you take it? He said, man, he told me he borrowed it.
He borrowed it.
He will bring it back.
Did he bring it back? Never mind.
When a junkie tell you they borrowed something, it means they sold it. And I just said, what kind of nigga? I said, how did you get this shit out of the house? He said, when we probably he'll tell you when he hid in the bushes. And then when my cousin would take him home, he just grabbed it and put it in, you know what I'm saying? Cause my cousin.
So your cousin had saw him get out the car with this
You know how you leave and like my mama will say like, people giving you food and giving you shit. You got a family dude.
Right.
So the cousin thinking like, oh, okay, he like, yeah.
He thought you gave
it. Yeah, he thought my mama, he told my cousin my mama gave it to him. But the nigga don't stole me shit. You know what I'm saying? So I learned then,
Never
know
trust.
what?
Don't let nobody over to your house.
Nah, certain family members just can't come on. We just don't get trusted. Now, though, we thank you for joining the show, man. So, Keisha, you know what I'm saying? Keisha, you don't grow up in the world. I've been seeing you on Instagram. I've been seeing you on social media. I seen you on
I got a little followers, huh? I got a little followers.
Okay. Because what's crazy was I was watching on YouTube and I seen you on the P. I'm like, now I can't. I want to watch. I'm like, that is her. So, I remember I talked to Rob. I think it was, you started like last year, 2 years ago, 2020. You know what I'm saying? And with the hydration thing. So kind of explain to us, and like what do you do and how it works.
All right. So where the cameras at?
Right there.
Hey, world. people.
So this a monitor, but this also recording too.
Hey y'all, I'm Nurse Keisha. I am born and raised from Atlanta, Georgia. I was raised in Decatur, actually. I'm from Glenwood Road. Yes. So it is a pleasure to be home in my community and to bring this D.O.P.E healing out there. So D.O.P.E healing stands for Delivering Only Positive Energy, and one of our main services that's taking the storm is the IV hydration. IV hydration is a way for the body to be rehydrated intravenously, like a bag of fluids that goes into your vein. And the good thing about it is that the body absorbs it about 100%, versus when you're digesting stuff, you only get less than half of that. So I was introduced into this about 2 years ago. And when I did it when I was coming off the front lines, and I found out that most people are familiar with it with like hangovers. So you went partying and drinking, they get the banana bag. But the banana bag is nothing but saline filled with vitamins, replenishing your body. And when I found out that there are other ways for us to be healthy and use the same treatment, why not bring it to my community, you know? And at that time, it was dead smack in the middle of COVID. So one of the biggest things that we did was learn how to do the immunity drip with the high doses of vitamin C, zinc, and B complex vitamins, and all that going into your bloodstream.
Do they help with COVID?
Technically speaking, we can't say help with COVID, but yeah, if you had cold and flu-like symptoms or viral illnesses, yes, it definitely helped bounce you back. And I had a lot of people that had those symptoms that, you know, we dripped them inside their homes, because I was concierge at the time, so I would come to you, fill up on you. And, you know, because I was already doing it in the hospital, why not try to do it in the comfort of your own home and keep you safe and out of the hospital? So yes, I love it. It's very beneficial. It's new to our community, but it's not new to others. And the thing about it is just educating our people and getting the word out there about it.
Okay. What exactly is in the product? Let me see one on your flyer. Let me hold it up. So, what exactly is in your this is her company. You got a little scan code. Okay, we got here. Myers cocktail helps replete symptoms of cold, flu, chronic fatigue, seasonal allergies. I need to get it for my wife.
Yeah. So what we're about to talk about is so I got the new flyers out here. See that Myers cocktail is really called my Magic City drip. So me being born and raised from Atlanta, I named my drips after my city.
Can you see that one?
Yeah,
with the good names on it, the new names.
Oh, this is okay.
Look at the different names.
Magic City. Okay, Myers. Okay.
So the Magic City. So all the drips are named after something special or popular in Atlanta. So you have the Magic City. You have the immunity drip. Intoxicated. There's a song, I want to say by Outkast, I think. Intoxicated. Georgia Peaches, because it's nothing but us beautiful women out here with Georgia Peaches. But it's for men as well. The Brainstorm, that's the new one that we just dropped.
That's the one I want to try.
The Brainstorm, yes. Quiet Storm is for it's our sex drip. So
whoa, stop right there.
That should have been my last one.
I told you the brains, because I think you might need
I just saying it. I know, like, it's Quiet Storm.
Hey, Ebony.
I don't see okay, let's see how much. Okay, 160. Okay. All right. Now, what are the benefits of the Quiet Storm here? Sexual enhancement for men and women, increase desire, endurance, and energy. Okay. What's all in that? You can't reveal your secrets.
Oh, we can. Yes. So it's a mineral blend that we use, and that mineral blend, it helps increase the blood flow to that area, so increase the circulation. So with men, that's how you increase your erection, and with women, it's increased blood flow to that area as well. So the libido.
Okay, I'm looking because I'm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So with that one, that I do, because I like to have what I make uncomfortable conversations comfortable, especially with my men. Men are my biggest clientele, because I'm a woman that actually, as they say, listen. There's no judgment, because as a nurse, I don't judge you, you know. Right. And my thing is, I'd rather teach you or help you be able to live. Like if you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, most men will technically be diagnosed in their early 30s, but they won't go get help until their late 40s or 50s because they stroke out while stroking, like literally, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have 38-year-olds coming in there with full-blown strokes. Because their blood pressure's been high for so long, but once they take that medication, it causes erectile dysfunction in some men, not all, you know. But that is an unfortunate side effect to it. Right. So when I found out there are alternative ways to keep you safe and healthy and still enjoy your sex life, and that's their manhood.
That will counteract the effects of the.
Absolutely.
Big, you might need to look into.
Yeah. No. I don't have no issue. Wait, I know somebody that do. Quiet Storm. So I like the Magic City. I like the Quiet Storm. Immunity.
Immunity is just boosting your immune system, helping you fighting off colds and viruses. So that way, because typically when you take vitamin C, you can't take large doses of that and digest it because it'll make you sick. So you can take higher doses through the IV. So we're able to give you.
I be really cold. See, I take about 2,000 milligrams. That's too much.
I mean, your stomach can tolerate it. Some people can't tolerate that type of that amount of vitamin C in one setting. Some people can do like some in the morning, some in the afternoon, and even when you're digesting that, you still ain't getting less than half of it.
Okay, I also
does that help with like skin and stuff too?
Mm-hmm. That's our beauty drip, the Georgia Peach, that has the biotin infused, so it helps with your hair, skin, and nails. Escape is named after our group Escape.
That's your favorite? That's your favorite?
Nah.
Okay. Right.
But it helps relieve like minor aches and pains, women that's cramping. A lot of people that suffer from migraines, they use the Escape drip. Rise Up, we're going to nickname it after Red because the rush hour drip. Okay. That's for our athletes that after they get done working out, we infuse their bag with again another blend of amino acids and stuff to help their muscle recovery after a workout.
Okay. Yeah. So my thing, well, one, I want to congratulate you because I think it's dope. Y'all see, I did that. I think it's dope to see a black woman, a young black woman too, out here making moves like what you're making. The spot, your new location, it's beautiful. Y'all got to check it out. You got to go through one day.
Get that dope experience in real time.
It's a real night. Even when I was getting the drip, it was relaxing. Just being in the atmosphere. You got a real comfortable chairs. It's a dope experience. And just for you to be bringing that to our community and educating us, because I didn't really know much about it. I would see people doing the little IV thing on Instagram. You see some people doing them. But I never really knew
understanding what was behind it.
Behind it. Yeah. So for you to be bringing this into our community, I think that's dope.
Thank you.
And I commend you for being a young black woman doing it.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all support.
Yeah, but one thing I did, because I know in me trying to build a brand and build myself, sometimes coming up with catchy names and catchy different, it can be hard. But I like your dope healing just from your name itself. I think is cool, and even how you named your
drip.
So how was that process? Was it hard?
So with dope healing, literally in total transparency, I was experiencing a lot of death around that time. So the irony in that, what could I do to bring myself when I was experiencing depression? Because mental health is something that's very big in our community. So when I was experiencing the tragedies that I was going through, what could I do to bring light? And then unfortunately, dope is something in the community that has been taking people out. And I like to play on words. Wow. I've always been that person to try to find the silver lining in things, be optimistic. Pac raised me. I'm Pac's girl. Pac literally raised me. Tupac. So everybody just, will be, he's a thug, but I saw past all of that. And that has just been my motto since I was a little girl, just to find the silver lining in things. And so what dope is I love, energy is real big as I got to understand, even getting into the crystals and stuff like that. Energy is transferred, right? Yeah. If y'all in here and I come in here and I'm just you're gonna be like, damn, what's wrong? And y'all gonna take on my energy. But if I come in here and I'm live and dope, just you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm giving you that so you can change the energy of anything. And my thing is the little things that go the longest ways in life. And so that's what delivering only positive energy came from, because that's my way of coming out of the darkness, is giving light to somebody else. Planting these seeds for later on in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long? Okay, so when did you exactly? Because I know you've been a nurse. So are you still? You working at a hospital? Are you still in the hospital, or you?
Yes, as a registered nurse. Yes, I work in a pediatric ER, and I also do adult ER. I'm also a travel nurse. I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go jump out of bedside because I love helping people. While there's a lot of nurses, and there's no shade to our community of nurses and stuff, there's a lot of people that's leaving the bedside. But my thing is, there's somebody's loved one that's still in the hospital. So I still try to give back. So I just left I did an assignment here in Atlanta. I've been working here in Atlanta, but I do travel because I just love to meet new people and do different things. So I do still work as a bedside nurse. I do.
Okay. So wow. So how do you balance? Because you just opened a business. And so how do you balance all that? And you also a wife or your mother. How do you balance all that?
Oh, child, out of grace of God. Just learning is actually, that's the hard part too. It's just finding that balance, because again, and finding your support system, right? So you got to have a team of supporters because I have an 11-year-old, so thankfully my husband takes very, very good care of her, so when I'm out of town or going away, I know she's with daddy, I don't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, like I said, my mom passed away last year, so that was part of my support system that I lost. But my husband and his family has been very instrumental in helping me get to where I'm going, and just people like you that come out and support. Just like when I see that what I'm doing is working, that's what motivates me to keep going.
Oh, so I'm looking at your.
And I also incorporate my daughter into this business. So when she go,
Yeah, she's
up there
so
working.
big.
I incorporate her to this. Make her part of it, right? Start them young.
Yeah. So what are your hours of operation?
10 to 6. So typically, and we do appointments only. So I still do concierge service for some of my clients that I've been doing it for. So if they call, we typically get out there and schedule them. But at the office in McDonough where we at now, it's 10 to 6.
Okay.
So question, because I have noticed though, and I thought you had been doing this longer because of all the connections you have, a high profile, clientele. You do work with a lot of different people. And so it made me think that you've been doing it for a while, but for you to only, it's only 2 years. And like Big was saying, even being B103, was it? Like all the different stuff you're doing, how has marketing been? Like, how have you been able to make these connections with all these different people?
Honestly, just being myself. Literally just being myself.
Right.
Somebody asked me to market towards celebrities and I was totally against it. Okay. And it's nothing wrong with them, but again, that's kind of like the trend right now. Right. But I've met some, and like I said, I'm just I'm the people's nurse. I'm really here for the people.
Authenticity.
I like that.
I really am.
Authenticity, you know what I'm saying?
So, but I mean, is it like, did you have to kind of like put yourself out there and go?
Yeah, so I did a couple different celebrities that the first one I met was probably Ariel, and then being on the movie set because I worked with Tyler Perry. I did the testing on his site, so I started making connection with the cast and crew there, and I made connections on another. I was on the set of Black Lightning, so Will Catlett was another big celebrity on that particular show, and just meeting him and like, hey, I got a business, you want to support it, and just trying it out, RL has been very instrumental in myself as being a brand ambassador and being a support system. Yeah. And then word of mouth travels, that's like the best marketing, word of mouth. But I'm getting more into the social, that's how I was talking to you about the reels and stuff like that. I'm getting more into that because that's not me, but I do know that there is people on these platforms that we need to reach that way as well.
Okay. I love how you're not just catering to.
So no.
You
keep my people's nurse.
Yeah.
And them people that you saw, they down to earth. You don't even, they just blend right in.
Yeah. Right? Another thing not just celebrities got spend money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everyday folk are gonna make you big and grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what have been some of we talk about the positives, what have been some of the pitfalls you had to face? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just gotta,
Oh no, absolutely. It's transparency though. So the pitfalls have been people taking advantage of my kindness because I'm a very nice person. Pumping money into classes and you only getting half of it. Paying people for marketing materials and things and they never come through is because I'm thinking about it like it's okay, take your time, but then you kind of overstep your boundaries and take advantage of my kindness. So when I start to tighten up, it's all you mean, and you got to kind of watch yourself. One, my name is Keisha, I'm from Decatur, so you already got 2 strikes against you, right? But at the same time, people they really test you out here. So being taken advantage of, and just like you said, you got followers. I don't know who all these people are, so who's who at times, so just kind of trying to find that balance and find authentic people to support you and be around you.
That's deep.
But especially they take advantage of you real quick, especially they know we out here making money as nurses. They just the inflation before inflation happened, before the gas prices are being inflated, they inflate you already. You try
to so crazy it's how people do it, and most of the time it be our
it is our people
to our own people. Like,
let me tell y'all something. We black folks do not do good sometimes, but we can never say that when the powers that be are the ultimate captains.
I mean, they are, but at the same time, like we still just because they doing it. Don't mean we gotta do it to each other. It's like so when we trying to support. So it's kind of like to me, I be feeling like when we trying to support our own people, you know what I'm saying, and they get over on us, it kind of make you feel like shit. I'd rather deal with the person that I know. I already, you know, at least I can look at you and know you finna fuck me over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that, but we gonna get better. Black folk, we gonna get better.
We got to. But it's educating. You know, we had this conversation last night. I jumped on live because one of the girls that I talked to back and forth, she's in another state, and she, you know, with this IV hydration thing going. And it's like, my thing is, you know, healthcare is something different that I'm very passionate and true about, because again, what you do may not, you can come to work, be pissed off, mad, or whatever. But if I go to work with that same attitude and I got to get some meds and I'm arguing with this nigga here, fighting with this bitch over here, and I go fucking around and give you the wrong medication, that's your life.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I'm very passionate about certain things, and that can also make it where the light comes on you, because it's like you are dogging them, and it's not. It's just really let's hold each other accountable for our actions, you know. And so my thing is, when it comes to Black people in business, I get it. We all got to have a come up, but at the same time, let's not
do good business.
Let's do good business, and let's not take advantage of our people, because you literally got people that's really watching you. You know, financial literacy is something that we suck at in this community. And so there's no, you know, this the fact, you know, there's no shade to the women that want to beautify themselves and go get these surgeries, but it is a problem when you take $10,000 to go get your body done, but you're coming back to an apartment and nothing for your kids. That's a problem for me. Nothing wrong with you wanting to beautify yourself, but at the same time, she's thinking that's probably going to get her somewhere in life. You know, but at the same time, I just wish that we did better as a community as far as educating ourselves, because everybody don't have to go to college to know this, you know, or to do this. Right? You know, it's just to me, it's having compassion and morals.
I think as a community, and I talked about it on Tuesday's show, as a community, we have to raise the bar for our standard in our community for things to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, daddy's got to be better daddy, mama's got to be better mamas, and I think it's enough with the surgery. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for women improving themselves, but somebody made an interesting point. Like she's saying, where is the college funds? And see, when rich people do it, their kids are already straight up with shit. Right. So that's something. Let me teach y'all a new word: disposable income. You feel me?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't save up a 20 and go spend on your body.
Right.
No, you have a couple hundred, or you know what I'm saying. You have some real money, and do this disposable. That's nothing. You know what I mean? I think in our community, we have the game really back.
You know? It is. I mean, I think even with that, because I don't want not trying to get.
I know you don't want to shade nobody, honestly.
No, not even that. But I guess my thing with it too is, and it goes back to what you were saying as far as like financial literacy and all that. Because a lot of the girls that are getting the surgeries now, like I have a problem with the younger girls who are doing it. When you in your teen, like you ain't hit 20 yet,
ain't had a baby too,
right? And even early 20s, to me, it's like because I really feel your body is still changing,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so to me, it's kind of like before you've had a chance to kind of get to know yourself and love yourself and appreciate, you already making these changes to your body. And I feel like, to me, my personal opinion, it's gonna be hard to really truly accept and love who you are as a person when you don't already start. If you already don't start altering yourself and changing yourself, like when are you gonna ever be able to embrace who you are and truly, you know? So I mean, and that goes to the mental health.
I definitely have we was talking about. Yes, definitely. It's all mental. Everything, you know, energy is everything, because when the mind go, the body's gonna follow. So if you, like I said, it starts with mindset, and that's why it was the point of me making that room the way that it is. Because even if you're not dripping, you could come in there just to take your mind away from that. It might have just saved your life. You never know. Just sitting there for 30 minutes just to recap on. Yeah, exactly. And again, it's just putting these things back into our community. So my thing is just as I continue to grow, reach back and grab somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you do any consultations, like any entrepreneurs that might want to start this particular business? Are you open for
We're actually putting together a curriculum now. Coco about to help me do some stuff. We're gonna get some marketing team.
I will
definitely like collaborating. Yes, definitely into educating. So we definitely will have some educational classes and stuff like that coming up.
Another thing I want to ask you, piggybacking off something you said a little earlier, you said that you do the emergency room for pediatrics.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about that. That is some I would think would be a traumatic for a mother to see.
It is, but I'm gonna tell you, kids are the most resilient creatures ever.
Mhm.
You can tell a kid that they're diagnosed. You can diagnose a kid with cancer; they don't know anything. Only person who's gonna, not only person, but the person that's gonna it affect the most at that point in time will be the parents.
Mhm.
Kids don't know nothing. They everything from birth up until 13 years of age
Mhm.
is learned behavior.
Mhm.
They learned it from somewhere. So just seeing them in the hospital, just the littlest things, giving them a popsicle makes them your best friend. Even if I stuck them 10 minutes ago, I give them a sticker. So they, as a kid, it makes you look at life differently.
Yeah.
Then you go back up into the adult world. What I love about that is because I don't have to pass meds. I can sit there and talk to you for a minute. The doctor just told you something that's going to change your life, but I'm gonna sit right there and try to walk you through it. And so that's why me coming away from the bedside, I felt guilty at first, but I was like, if I can get into my community, I don't always have to see you inside of a hospital. Get in my community and see you there.
So explain, and I'm sorry if I sound ignorant, but I'm sure there's
No.
somebody else out here who got the same question that I
Won't be the
have.
first time. Go
Can
ahead.
you shut up? Can you explain to me a little bit more what a bedside nurse is? Like, what do you?
So it's the nurse that's literally at the bedside. So that's the one that's when you're inside of a room, pretty much coming in there, taking your vitals, getting IV started, passing you your medications, discharge. Yeah. But that's the thing about a nurse. A nurse, they can go anywhere from being inside of a school setting all the way up into a college setting, or they up in some political forms just as a consultant. So the bedside nurse is literally the person on the front lines, the ones that's inside the hospitals working. Yeah.
So, and when you say you're sitting talking to like different patients or whatever after they've been diagnosed with something, is that part of the bedside nurse?
Bedside, and they got them. If they
I
have
was
them,
gonna say I ain't never had, and that's why I asked you because I'm thinking I know about the nurses that come in and do. That's what I thought of bedside, but when you were saying you have the conversations with them, I'm thinking I ain't never.
Well, I'm different. I literally like to talk to people.
Okay.
Everybody don't have the best days because again, when the person's in the hospital, typically that they at their lowest, especially men. Men don't go to the hospital for shit. They in the hospital, something wrong. And just talking to them because you'd be surprised what men are going through. And so just knowing that hell they became a diabetic or they got especially in our community we have something called sickle cell. That shit's like the worst, right? But they don't teach us at a very young age that be mindful of who you're having a baby with.
My daughter,
legitimately.
My youngest daughter carries the trait.
Yeah, so
her dad does.
So the thing would be is when you get to talking, know these men, ask them about their health histories, what's in their family. Because 9 times out of 10, you have 2 parents with the trait, but their kid is suffering from the disease. And that's a painful thing. And you wonder why we have so many drug addicts at 18, 19 years old. It's because we're shooting them up with fentanyl at 3 and 4 years old to take them out of a sickle cell crisis.
Oh, they taking fentanyl for that?
Yes.
So fentanyl is used as a treatment for sickle cell?
To take them out of pain.
So fentanyl is a real. I thought it was like a street drug, but it's real.
It's a real drug inside the hospital. Everything that pretty much everything except for what X is probably something that we use inside of and hell Xanax is probably I don't know the names. I ain't gonna even lie. But that's something that we use in the hospital. How you can get a prescription for that just for your anxiety.
Yeah.
But yeah, fentanyl is definitely something that we use inside the hospital, and it's crazy to see.
What's the most difficult news you ever had to tell somebody?
A mother that had a baby died. Yeah. Doing CPR on a baby? Yes.
Are you serious?
That's deep.
That's a tough job. Like healthcare in itself.
To hear a mother scream is the loss of a child. This is like the scream is unheard.
It's like
what is something that's going on with our community that you seeing on the front lines that you feel like need to have more awareness?
SIDS, sudden infant death.
That's still high.
Sleeping with them babies in bed.
That's still
putting them babies on their face down. I don't care what grandmama said. You survived it, but this baby may not.
People still doing it.
Oh yes, ma'am. We bag them all the time.
Oh my God! I thought people been stopped doing
it. You say bag? What that mean?
Put them in a white bag.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to wow. So that's SIDS. So SIDS still prevalent in our community.
Very much So.
Yeah.
Why are y'all still letting these babies on their stomach?
I don't look. One thing I can say, my mama done cussed out a many family members. Y'all know it. If she walking in and see that baby on her stomach, you getting cussed the F out. You understand me? She going there, turn that baby on, leave that baby on her side. You know, my mom say, y'all too lazy. Y'all fall asleep and get to sleep, the baby dying. You know what I mean? But, so they see that I've had family members. I had two. I ain't gonna put their name out there. I know they still touch the stomach for women. You know, my family members it happened to, but I had two in my family who did die from seeds.
And I know that's rough on the
One of them was in a stroller, and one of them was in the baby bed though. But you know how like everyone got tired and laid the baby down on his side, and the baby turned over.
Cause I'm thinking about even the parents' guilt after something like that.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Mental health. We always talk about it. It's probably on every platform, but how serious do we really take it, right? So the goal for me is to actually reach out and get different funding and support to help find the things that work in our community. Everything don't require a pill. Some things just require love.
A conversation.
Understanding. Yeah.
I like your approach, because sometimes you have to sit down with somebody, come to their level, be human, and have a conversation with them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, have there ever been times to where I know you have you've given not say order, but you've given a task to give somebody a drug. You know what I mean? Have there been times where you didn't feel comfortable administering that drug and you told the doctor no?
Either that or have that conversation with the patient. There's alternatives. It's your choice ultimately. You know, there's some things that we saw in the hospital just recently, and I'm like, she's a drug world in itself.
Yeah.
You know, what you're charging to make a medication, the actual cost of a medication, but what we actually charging the client is like. I didn't know that, but that's not something they teach us either.
Yeah.
It's like once you start making yourself aware of that kind of stuff, that's when they start. You know what I'm saying? The heat comes on you. But so no, I do, especially when we have like when I'm in the children's hospital and I'm dealing with young girls. I've had little girls that's been sex trafficked that has come through there, just selling their body just because, or just multiple STDs, just all kind of things. And I would take that time. When I say mental health, you have kids as young as 6 years old, maybe 5, going to child Petrie. Because they want to kill themselves or they're homicidal, trying to kill their parents or somebody in their family. Legitimately.
6.
Not even double digits. That it was a couple. It was like a set of twins.
And it was just hellbound. They just wanted to harm people.
They was actually doing it, trying to set places on fire. And a lot of it's just because of the environment. The environment is shitty.
Listen.
That fucked me up.
And it's so and that's why when we talk about like healing the community and stuff, it's one of those chicken
Was
in the
the
egg
father
type thing.
around?
Most of the time they're not. But I can tell you that's a whole nother conversation that we'll have, because I don't believe in child support like that. I don't believe in putting I don't believe in putting men on child support. I believe child support should be he get split this shit down the middle, because sometimes I think you let men off easily.
Oh yeah.
By just making them pay.
Yeah.
You know, and then me just being a black woman that's been surrounded by a lot of black men, you know, I've seen the struggles of them with these women, you know. And I think again it's just having a conversation.
That's an interesting point that you make, and I want to commend you for making that point. Like making men do half the work.
Oh yes.
Because
how do you? I agree. But
how do you make them? That's the thing.
What I'm saying is now, if the judge say, okay, like it's her responsibility to drop them off, your responsibility to pick them up. You know what I mean? That's a court order, so you have to be there to get your kid. Like I think it has to be some kind of mechanism to put in there to work, because it's hard being a parent.
It really
like you know what I'm saying? Like me, like I don't know if your kids are interactive or anything, you gotta be there and they sick, but like dad only get them every other weekend. But you got what that is, 4 so you got 20, what that is, 22, that's 8. So you got them 22 days out the month. But they got, you know what I'm saying? And one of my friends, he pays daycare. You know, so he got but him and the girl not together, and he was like, man, I don't be tripping on a little 200 a week, man. They done had it. Like, I'm like, damn, for real. He was like, I ain't getting in there though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, you straight though. Like, he was like, nah, man. Like, I was like, I stop you Benny, because I just be like, man, it take more than 200. It take way more than that.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you like this. When you and that woman decide to conceive that child, that judge wasn't in that bedroom. So that judge shouldn't be the one to sit
That's
here
what I was
and
gonna say.
you
That's for
what
a
to
judge
do.
to have
And
to tell you to be
that's the
involved.
thing that to me is the most annoying thing. You know, they didn't have to tell y'all what to do to have this kid. Why is it their say the ultimate saying is, especially when it does not go in the favor of being fair, not so much the favor of the mother or the father, but the favor of being fair. And so to me, again, it goes back to educating our communities. First of all, it's teaching little boys too that at a very young age, making you a man is not how many women you sleep with. That doesn't make you a man. And I think we started off at the wrong. This is the shit that we teach them when they're young. So when they get older, how do they respect a woman when they're taught that your manhood is dependent on how many women you can sleep with, you know? But yet at the same time, it's like you contradicting yourself when you're telling a woman to save yourself for marriage.
I was 43 years old when I realized that what you saying there, like, because I was watching a documentary and dude said, you know, people think that because you can go out here and you can meet girls, you can slam, that makes you a man. He said, but having self-control and being selective about who you sleep with is the ultimate form of being a man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're selective about who you lay with. You know what I mean? So that means no matter how beautiful she is, how fine she is, if she doesn't meet those criteria, you don't even partake in her. And I'm right like, damn, I've been looking at this shit wrong, because that really makes more sense though. And if I'm just being as a black man, if I would have taken that approach, then 98% of the situations that I've had with women, I knew I should not have went there with her. Right. You know, so because of the woo, I did it, and it came out of the bull crap. You know what I mean? So I was 43 when I realized that. Now, you know, I still believe in polygamy and all that, but I'm just saying, I feel like I do believe in polygamy. I think polygamy, but I'm just saying, even in that, you have to be selective now. You know what I'm saying? You know, your
selectiveness is her being that you want, girl, so he wants to be a polygamist, but he wants the woman that comes in to pay bills.
That's not what I say. I want the woman to come in to contribute to our team, because you're a part of our life now. So it's like, why should
hour?
Yeah, me, I'm a polygamy. You and your wife. She gonna be my wife's sister wife. You know what I'm saying, right?
And she got to come chip in. You want me to come in as the side chick?
No. You will not be a side chick. You will be a sister wife. You will be a wife. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was just happy to be with her first. Yeah. So that just, you know, we get on subject, but that's how I view it. You know what I'm saying? But I still, even then, I realized that it's probably best not to do all that with all the girls, because I think you would get better fathers, you would get better moms, your kids will be better, and things will be a whole lot more.
Teaching men that they have emotions. God gave you emotions for a reason. Show them something. You gotta show them all the time. But show them.
Yeah, because like, you know, when I teach those things, you know, people say you should. I'm like, no, you want boys to deal with their emotions when they're young, so when they get older, they don't know how to deal with their emotions. That's why little boys out here shooting and killing. Kids that go to the skating club, so somebody picks you off, you get on that rage. You know what I'm saying? And you just want to do, bro. You can't do that. You got to deal with the issue. I'm like, oh, slow down. What you up to? Like, nigga, you can't get mad just because you can't throw something. The day I had a glass on the sofa. And I told him to put the toy down, so he threw it. You know what I'm saying? And it shattered the glass. So they thought I was gonna spank him, but I was like, nah, this is a teachable moment, because if I whoop him, he gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying? I said, now you're scared, ain't you? So now in your mind you're thinking, I said, no, see, this is why we tell you gotta be calm and be chill, bro. Like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? If you want to do that glass, you won't be feeling like that. You know what I mean? So when I said it's not that serious, calm down. Right. It's just a toy. You got a million of them. Yeah. So, you know, but I think mental health as men is not, because Because when I was growing up, if a dude was trying to deal with his mental health, he was looking soft and being weak.
Mm-hmm.
Or a dude was trying to deal with his emotions, he was soft and he was weak.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did, what it hindered us as men, and it made us terrible in relationships.
And your mamas too.
Yeah, huh?
And mommies too.
Yeah.
Mommies too. Because mommy, my thing is with women. And I my God rest my mother soul. She passed last year, but it's, I wouldn't say with her, but I do notice that a lot of women utilize their sons to be their man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate women to say I'm in a relationship with my kid. I'm like, bro, that's the most toxic bullshit I ever said. Your kids, it's just like, I'm gonna cut y'all, but I want to say this. I'm just talking. There were situations where, so I'm a step parent, you know what I'm saying? And my son is about to be 29 May 1st. And me and my wife had to have a difficult conversation when he was about 13 years old. I said, listen, what you're doing is you're trying to put me and him on the same playing field. I could never replace him. And you being with me could never replace. I said, you gotta understand it. This is your son. I'm your man. Those wavelengths never interact. You know what I'm saying, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna understand that there is me and your mama. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm the man. This is the mama. You are the child. You feel what I'm saying, right?
Absolutely.
You and your mama love ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right.
You don't get to dictate what me and your mama do because this is my woman. Right. It's not your woman.
Right.
You go out there, you find your woman,
right,
and then you get to do that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So I did that in the book when he was 13. Yeah. And to this day, he do not get in me and my man wrong and fair. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, hold on, we ain't doing this one.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, no, man. My friend, I said, no, bro, you got to nip that shit in the bud, bro. Because a lot of times women you can't bring kids and adult shit.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
Like,
absolutely, all the time.
To say that you're in a relationship is something that does not involve children. So that you've already blurred the line. That pisses me off. I tell all my cousins, you're not in a relationship with your kid. You're taking care of your children. Right. You're raising your children.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're absolutely right, and I think you actually nailed it in. It's like that. A child needs to stay in a child's place to a certain extent when it comes to these relationships.
Because grown kids. Now that's
right.
one of my. I'm learning to be better with.
You learn to parent as
now
well.
that I'm working with kids more, because that wasn't my clientele before, but now that I'm working with kids more, I'm learning to be more patient and understand. Like I'm understanding of why they are the way they are, but. Yeah, grown kids used to stress me out.
And it's because it starts at home, whatever that home looks like. You'd be surprised with these kids.
They going through
what they're going through. You got 5-year-olds that are acting like they're the man. And so when a man walk in, he's looking at this like, who are you?
Get my shit. Yeah.
Right. And again, it goes back to the mindset of a woman.
I was just gonna say that, and that's the thing. It's like a cycle. Everybody, and this is what I say. I say we all fucked up.
Yeah, we all
done been through some stuff that has made us the way we are. So most of those mothers who are in relationships with their kids, I think it's because of something that they
I call it navigating through a traumatic traumatic childhood. You're using that navigation. That GPS. It is, and a lot of it. Let's go back. We'll go back to mental health. We talk about sexual abuse, the toxic shit that our parents unfortunately they couldn't talk about it. Now we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Your uncle is not supposed to be touching you. Your dad ain't supposed to be touching you. None of this shit's supposed to be happening. And it happens to little boys, just like it do little girls. And why little boys is a lot of promiscuous little boys is because they're trying to prove their manhood. So when you think he out here trying to get it out, he done been touched by somebody inappropriately. So he ain't just got all the girls because he's trying to prove himself as a man right now.
And I'm thinking it's just as hard, not taking anything away from female victims, because it's hard for anybody. But I'm just thinking about what men is. I just feel like it might be a little bit more like just hard to deal with because, like as y'all stated, like men aren't taught to express their emotions. You know what I'm saying? So for like women, they can be emotional about what happened to them. They may, even though a lot of them don't talk for a while, but they may, you encourage women and young girls to talk, and but for men, like y'all, that ain't no conversation that people are.
There's no safe space for them. That's why.
Yeah.
There's no safe space because again, as a woman, well, I've always been viewed myself as the different one. But for the majority of our sisters, they don't understand how to tolerate, how to talk to a man.
No, and you know what? I'm happy you said that. So when I said they say I be
no, and it's really being transparent. And again, it's just me going through therapy. Me
so you went through therapy?
Yeah, I tried that. Suicide. The last time I tried, I didn't try. Last time I thought about suicide probably was in January. That's something I'm very transparent about because again, life is just it be like that. And people will push you to that edge, and that's what I tell people. You never know. You'll be that ass that you'll say the wrong thing and send somebody over the edge. Kindness takes nothing.
We seen that at Oscars.
Yeah, takes you over there. But at the same time, just dealing with men, and even as a nurse, being able to take that side, like that personal side out, and just empathize with them for just a second, because you got to tell me the truth. There's no way for me to help you, right? So just hearing these stories and listening to them, it's like, damn, yeah, I really go through a lot. And even with my family, you know, just knowing about when the secrets are starting to come out. So instead of me not so much judging you, but like being mad and like, y'all crazy, y'all, they ain't know no better. So now that we know better, we need to do better, right? But stop shaming the person that's actually doing better as thinking, making them out to be too good or this, that, and the third, and just understanding and learning from each other. Because again, we all, like you said, our parents' history is fucked up. We're escaping it, and our children, thankfully, hell, that's why they look grown-ups now. You know, it's because their worlds are way different. Like my child don't have to worry about anything, but even now it's like, damn, I got to make her do something because I can't just hand her the world because then she don't know what to do when she gets older. You know, so the tables have turned a lot, but again, just tapping back into our community, women supporting men and not tearing them down. And the same shit come from the man. Y'all have to learn to support a woman too. But again, that anger comes from them always having to be like, it's good. Like if I had a kid, I have a little girl, y'all gonna bring my baby dolls and clothes and da 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 da. You ain't gonna take no baby doll to a little boy. Why not? He need to be a father at some point. I'll give your son a baby doll real quick. You quick to give her that because you want her to be this nurturing, loving person. But what is he supposed to do?
Playing with cars and guns and trucks.
Exactly.
And you know, so action figures fighting.
Right. So the mindset. So like you said, instead of thinking about it, oh, my son is. He ain't for him to be tough. He don't got to play football either.
Exactly.
Because I think honestly that's what happened with my middle brother is that when he didn't make it to the limelight, he felt like a failure in life, and that to me hurt him more as a black man and trying to show his face around the world, you know, because he didn't make it to be what he destined himself to be at times, you know. But just learning how to talk to him and understanding that sometimes just a love language is something that we need to learn about, but also men being able to touch that. Understand that they have that side that needs that emotion that they need to tap into as well, and then don't wait till you're 50 because by then you done fucked up every girl that you done been through. You know what I'm saying? Now you lonely looking for a little 20-year-old. No, you could have been doing this shit all along.
She on me. She shut me. I ain't got nothing to say. Cause she's not calling out. She's being transparent.
Okay, she's been I'm gonna put it
because a lot of times she said she makes an interesting point. I'm a man in my age, so I understand women because let's keep it called a spade. Dealing with women around their middle 30s and 40s, it does become difficult because y'all know who y'all are. Y'all more boisterous. Now the little young Tinder, she gonna listen a little more. You know what I'm saying? But that because you know
why do y'all want? What's the problem with being with somebody who's going to be more expressive versus somebody who, because when you say she going to listen, that means
I said listen a little more. I didn't say y'all a little more.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying still, it's kind of like that implies, or it seems like it comes.
You're gonna get her some money, go get her hair, her nails done. She don't know what to do. Kind of
tell what to do. You want somebody,
don't know what to do with
that. But why don't you want something that challenges you to be your best self?
What I'm saying, men do like that. But sometimes when we are both hurting, to my hurt,
it becomes more anger.
It becomes anger and it's rage.
Right.
And rage from y'all, it seems like if you haven't dealt with that pain, that hurt, the older you get, the more severe the rage becomes to where it becomes difficult to love you. And what makes us better, like, you know what I'm saying, like better in the sense that like,
I want to deal with that.
The older man he want his life to start He want to turn down the fight.
I get it.
When women, y'all in reverse. Oh, y'all like to. That's how y'all want to do. Y'all like to be more.
We
Like,
started to find our voice.
Boys, I just say it.
Because we
Y'all
was
say
that
our
young
boys-
girl. That's
Yeah.
why I say, but see what happens is a cycle.
That's what I'm saying. It's both of us hurting because you didn't know in your 20s and 30s.
Y'all doing,
I didn't know.
But what y'all doing when y'all go down to the young girls? You see what I'm saying?
It's a coping mechanism. We're not dealing with the
but what happens is now this young girl finna start getting scarred and grow up to be bitter and angry dealing with y'all if y'all still on the bullshit. Like when the older men are still on the.
There's a key to that too. Being a nurse, you call it out. Young girls typically we're not childbearing ages, right? Popping out kids from 14 on up, right? So sex drive is a little different when we're younger, right? Men, y'all don't stop. But when you hit a certain peak, and I ain't gonna call it age, y'all shit start to drop. So it's like, when you're not satisfied, when you can't walk around and slang it and think you're the man no more, you want somebody that's just gonna, you don't have to put that much energy and work into. And a little girl don't know what to do with her body. So look, yo may be just right, but for a woman that's ready to go, she looking like, cause she gonna reverse and go to the younger guy now. You see what I'm saying? So that's the twisted cycle in it all. But a lot of it is if we know how to talk and deal with our men, because if you let relationships shouldn't be based upon sex. Because a man's sex drive is going to decrease at a certain age, and again, I ain't gonna put it out there. You know, when you don't,
you're knocking on at the door.
I can't.
That's what she's saying.
Without the pills.
Whoa, hold on now, Keisha. Hold on now.
She instigates. Stop it.
Y'all talking about? Let me tell you something.
That's
Let me tell you something. I'm transparent. I had to sit my wife down and say, look, I'm 43 now. I'm worried about responsibility more than I am hitting. Like, you at your age where you getting hot and ready. Like, you know, I don't need it that much no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big freak. I love this thing, huh? No, I mean, I can get active. But I'm just saying, like, I'm saying, like, it dawned on me, listen, over the last 90 days, and me and my family going on our cleanse, like, this is a journey we've been on. I have found so much about myself that it's scary. Because you got to think I'm 43 now. So I've had to have conversations with myself that you ran from your whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, bro, like, and then it was like, you know, like, I ain't shit. You know that. I ain't shit. So it's like, my wife go through my phone, and like, there's nothing in there. She's like, damn. I'm like, bro, I told you, like, I'm telling you, like, my mind don't even be on that shit no more. I'm trying to figure out how to get my businesses going. Like, I want a big ass crib. Like, I want man. That's all that I'm talking about. I ain't even thinking about no good. You know, because now after I don't understand that I can't give my body to anybody. Oh man, this like.
A dude, honestly, is more attracted to a woman in her mind than he is her body.
Yeah, at my age now, yeah. Now, I told my wife, listen, I look at them girls on Instagram. Yeah, I look at all that. But I don't, that's just like riding by the Bentley dealership. Damn, that's a nice ass car, boy.
But when you get to that red light, it's gone. You know?
Yeah, like that shit ain't there. But when I'm in my 30s and, you know, all the rattlesnake, I'm trying to knock all that shit across the feet. But my daddy told me, if we talk about a couple days, he said, man, you know, when you're older, you get, like, you know, you see it, you know what I mean? But you're used to it. I'm used to it now. I'm used to big booties. I'm from the hoods. I see that all day, every day. Show me how you can put me in a different tax bracket. Show me how you can teach me some game. Show me how you can grow my platform. Show me how you can grow the catering business. Show me how you go get my trucks moving. Like, show like that. Oh yeah, you really turn it.
How can we do shit together? And I've always been like that. Teamwork makes the dream work. I've always been that type. Like one thing I never did was chase a man with money, because to me, when he got money, he got plenty of them.
Oh, of course.
He got money, got plenty of them. Me, I'm trying to build this shit together. If we can't work together, I don't even know why we're together, because at the end of the day, sex is not. It makes it better, but you have to know how, if your man is not in the space, the headspace to even perform, or even your woman is not in that headspace to perform, what else can you do to be intimate with her?
And I tell people all the time, sex should never be planned. It should be random, because it's always better. If
And I gotta sit here like 7 o'clock. We got this. What the fuck?
like I don't even want no pussy. I'm straight. At 8:30, he going down. Bro, the whole time, like, damn, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to sneak to the car to get my pills. Don't go get them pills. Well, goddamn it, I can't do this at 8:30. I need help.
I told you.
No,
It's reality though. It's
I'm
reality.
transparent.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah, my dad ain't where it should be. So big need a little help. That's the truth.
Yeah.
See, I can see like you can't say that about because I had a conversation with myself like, damn.
Yeah.
But when I get, I can perform, but I mean, they let help sometimes. That's cool though.
I mean, but I'm not even.
But get what? Y'all need let help sometimes too.
But like, so as a woman, and I know different people are different.
That's what she said about that drip.
I've always
what it
been
called?
like,
Quiet storm.
Quiet storm.
Oh yes, sir.
So I get my wife and Magic City and get me the
Quiet storm.
quiet
I
storm.
be needing more like stimulation as far as like.
See, we
mental.
so we actually sapiosexual.
Yeah.
So we more into
Oh yeah,
intimate,
I
Yeah,
gotta
I
be able to talk about shit that we can do to help.
Yeah, like after a while, I can't just
you can't
just
tell it out of my
cause
mind. It's just
and you want me to. I ain't gonna work. I'm gonna be honest. Like I ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be transparent. Like I'm not one. Like I ain't young like I used to be. So yeah, if I'm connecting with you. It's great. It's gonna be amazing. But if I'm not connected like this,
and I've learned that it's okay to be friends. You don't have to fuck. Like we can be cool.
It's important to be
friends. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, since I've been podcasting, I have learned to have female friends and put a line there. You know, I ain't shit.
Look at you.
I'm saying and because all the I don't even know. I've learned to keep business separate from questions. And I ain't gonna lie, I haven't had in the last couple of years. I've pretty much been drama free, so I have grown. You know what I mean?
That's good.
I have
proud
grown.
Of you.
Like I say, man, I'm growing and I'm happy. Like I tell people all the time, I do not have no money, so you can stop calling my phone when you're in jail. You can stop sending cash out real quick. I ain't got no more money. That's gone. But one thing I got now, I'm so happy.
That's good, man.
I'm so happy. Like man,
that's it.
I'm so happy. And it's not that I'm happy in the fact that I'm successful because I'm still working at my dream.
Absolutely.
I'm happy because when I read this guy named Sam Pino, he's one of the good motivators speakers. He said, when you find peace, there is nothing on earth that can replenish that. And I have peace. So when my wife get the fussing, my kid, I don't give it. I be like, bro, you fucking the energy up.
Absolutely.
You know what you mean, nigga? Hey. Cause she like you always talking about like, God, bro, like we can stress about this shit. You can stroke yourself the fuck out.
Right.
I'm still gonna be cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
But get what? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 o'clock, I'm going to the studio, do my show. I'm still gonna go. I'm still because like summertime. I mentioned like got summer clothes, summer shoes. I got hey. If I can't get it in May, June right around the corner. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now another thing I want to talk to you about is that. You're traveling as a nurse.
Yes.
So do you go all over the country? Mm-hmm. How does that work?
So it just depends. So most of the time I stay within where I can get it. As long as I'm by an airport, I can get a flight back to my family, right? So I go no longer than like a week and a half, and I'm back at home. You know.
So people request you to come out and be their nurse. So that's how that works.
No, so we sign up with different travel agencies. So it just depends on. Let's just say I want to go to Cali. Cali is that's my dream life. And that was like my life.
My and I'm sorry, she passed away, but my aunt, she was a travel nurse and she had a house actually in California. So I'm wondering if it's like better there as
it is. Nurse. Cali is a country in a world in itself. The air you breathe literally is different there. That's
and they pay way more too.
They pay more, but the life is like you said, that peace. Right, you can't buy that nowhere. You know, and that's why I literally like to go there. But no, so you just pick what city and state you want to go to as long as you're licensed in that state and there's a hospital in need of a nurse. You typically your recruiter will find you a space, a place there. So typically most high places are like Florida, California, places that you can go and be and your family can come visit because that's what I do. I brought my family out to where I've been during the summertime. So that's typically
Cool.
makes me happy because I'm like, shit, while I'm at work, my daughter's at the beach playing, you know. It's no better than that. So yeah. So I take them out there with me.
That's an interesting life.
It really
You paid to
is.
travel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a vacation.
It
so
is.
How often? Okay, so as a nurse, now I heard that y'all do like 12 on, 12 off. Is that true? Or?
12-hour shifts. Yeah. So
Yeah.
typically 3 days a week. You know, with this COVID pandemic, when these nurses out here making all that money, is because they was literally working 67 days straight, 12 hours.
Okay.
Literally, you literally sleep, go to work, shower, come home,
How
go to
was
bed.
that for you?
It
During
was.
COVID?
I mean, the adrenaline rush kept me going for a minute at first. It was because they suckered us into that COVID situation. We ain't gonna talk about that,
Okay.
Oh, we could not talk about it deeply. Can't just throw that out there.
I
Yeah.
know.
So we thought, well, the initial run to New York City, we thought we were doing COVID testing. So I was like, hell yeah, go out there and swab some noses. Let's just do it. Got there, was in a hotel for like 2 days, just like, okay, we chilling. New York and just chilling. The governor must have pulled the now we need these nurses to backfill these hospitals because they was literally going down. And so they called us called the meeting and said, hey, you know, they're not testing anymore. We're gonna send you back to the hospitals. And all of us is like, well, shit, why not we're here, right? Because we still don't know what's going on, right? And you don't get scared until a doctor gets scared. So we like, okay, shit. So they threw us in these hospitals. We went, and I remember getting on the bus, and they took us. I was at Bellevue, and that's like going to Grady.
Bellevue.
And so
New York.
Manhattan.
Mhm.
And I remember seeing this tent. I was like, shit, they got a tent right there. So I thought that's what it was gonna be testing and stuff. So we did a little tour, and I'm like, the ER is just they wouldn't let us in the ER just yet. They just toured us around, got our badges and stuff. And then when we was leaving out, we saw all the press and stuff, but you hear shit just knocking, like banging on wood. I'm like, what the fuck is in these tents? That was the morgue. So when they was putting the morgue outside the hospitals, I was like, what are we doing? Because it was CNN, like we was in the hotel. Yeah. And so it was like the most, like we was sitting there like, so y'all not even gonna tell these people are really dying like crazy, like
so
it's like putting a morgue in front of Grady.
So was it, in your opinion, do you feel like it was worse than reported, or?
Absolutely, at first. Absolutely. That's why when I was like, people in Atlanta thought the shit was a game. If y'all don't sit y'all ass now. My brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, oh, you can't catch if you ain't black. No. I don't know what they're telling y'all, but what we see, and literally, it was a lady that was touring us. She literally fell out and went into cardiac arrest in front of us because the nurses was working till they was sick. Literally catching it. And when I was over here in the doctors talking, they scared. I told you don't get scared. And so and when I hear the doctors in here like don't. And then when it started coming down to something called disaster triage, meaning you got a 6-month-old baby on a ventilator, or you got a 36-year-old who need a ventilator. What do we do?
Oh man,
which one we gonna who life we gonna save? Tell this mother we're gonna take this baby out the vent and give it to this 36-year-old. You know, so when it started to do shit like that, that's what became very distressing. We were the ones, some of the nurses that was pulling our phones out because the doctors wasn't going in those rooms. The nurses were, because the doctor was standing from here holding up signs somehow. And we like, well, how the hell are y'all? You know, lady died, want to call the family. So to watch somebody die scared and alone, it puts you in a dark headspace. Because right now, all we can do is what we can do, take our chances because we're here. But then I'm like, shit, I got a whole 9-year-old at home. How am I coming home? You know, am I gonna make it home? So it's different things. So when I tell you that it changed the mindset of nursing and healthcare alone, but they never gave us any mental health for that either. You know, so fortunately, just from my resources and knowing that it's okay to have those days and get help. Most people wasn't. So you had nurses killing themselves. You had nurses that just quit nursing, you know. And because we wasn't getting the support that we needed, but it was real life out here.
Damn, so the front line was worse, so like, thank God, you know what I'm saying, you still here, and a lot of people, a lot of frontline workers did lose their lives protecting us. We want to thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, is COVID still an issue in America right now? Because I'm from Atlanta. Atlanta ain't never even stopped. You know, I'm be transparent. I ain't stopped doing shit. And I caught COVID twice. You know what I'm saying? The first time I was fucked up. Second time I ain't know I had it until like 3 other people got it and they were fucked up, but I won. But I had it in my body because of me. But I had it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what?
That's a mystery. I ain't gonna lie. It's a mystery because again, I'm looking at it. I see it, and I see exactly what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes something, and sometimes nothing. I had it both times too.
Mm-hmm.
It never affected me, but my husband almost died from it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but I did other measures to help save his life.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas that if you didn't have someone that knew that, you know what I'm saying, they probably would have let him go. You know, so it's kind of hard to say, and I never want to send a mixed signal out there to this world. My thing is, I always tell people to be mindful and not mindless. Because, like you said, it didn't do anything to you, but it might give it to somebody that survived. You know, so my thing is just be respectful of the next person. Shit, if you know that you're sick and you don't feel well, don't go show up at somebody's place.
Right.
If you know you've been exposed, don't. Just be mindful and not mindless. You know. But people was having COVID, acting like it was HIV. They didn't want to tell you. You know what I mean?
That was what was crazy too. Like people were.
Yeah,
but you know what?
No.
I felt like it was crazy. People didn't tell you, but then I also kind of understood because people did treat in the beginning. People were treating you like you.
Yeah, you only had 2 times to come from me if I gave you a side eye. I ain't gonna lie. But again, it's because I saw what I saw. So for me to say it here and say that, hey, it's not nothing, I would never tell you is that.
Yeah.
The severity of what it is now,
So we got out of. You feel like we're coming down the hill, or we still going up the hill with COVID?
Honestly, I don't know because I mean, they said it's another strain out here, but again, there's no mask mandate. You know, people walking around without them. We all been in here. Typically, where I go, like what I started doing was testing everybody before you go into any type of establishment. I would do rapid tests outside your place just to make sure nobody's walking in with COVID. But right now, to be totally transparent, I don't. I know when I go out to Cali tomorrow, you know what's going on out there. Because typically, when they start doing certain things, we know something is brewing. You know, and when we're being deployed at certain times,
Philadelphia just went back mask mandate yesterday.
Yeah, because the numbers are probably picking up.
Yeah.
But what they also don't want to do, they will silence it because they don't want you to know what's
really going on. Do you feel like by being a frontline worker that, because you said that they sent you in a situation you didn't know what's going on, do you feel like the powers that be send y'all blind a lot of times?
Yeah, they didn't know.
Okay, they didn't know.
They didn't know. Now those where it was created, they knew. You know, I honestly felt like at one point when I was in New York to see, what was it? Was in the middle of Manhattan for you to be able to. I could turn cartwheels in the damn street because there was literally nobody there. Wow. You know, for you to shut New York down, you know it was serious. You know. What is it doing now and the severity of it? I honestly don't know because it seems like the strands honestly has gotten weaker and weaker. But again, I never want to send a missed message like don't protect yourself. Whatever you feel safe to do and comfortable to do. But just be mindful of the person next to you.
Was you offended? I'm my last question about COVID. We're gonna move on to that. Was you offended how the way Atlanta was treating COVID?
I wouldn't say offended. It goes back to our mindset. Because it wasn't killing you or your loved one, you wasn't taking it serious. And then we'll touch the vaccine situation.
You vaccinated?
I just started getting vaccinated. I just started because I wasn't doing it because it was forced.
Okay.
You know, I don't believe in the way, especially in our community. Again, we're traumatized. There's a lot of PTSD in here, right? So when you start, you get a lot further in life with sugar than you would shit. So when you start forcing it, where's we going with that? That's why I didn't do it. Well, how are you going to make me put something in my body?
So what did you do? Like when they start, did you stop working when they started?
Yeah, I have a whole business. What you going to tell me to do? But I understood that our community, some people wanted it, so I give it. And I was very transparent. People asked me, did I have it? No, I didn't. I was unvaccinated. But I still working the front lines because, again, I just did the things that I felt was there to protect myself. The adverse reactions to it, yeah, I've seen and know people that's taken that vaccine and things just never been the same. But I've also seen people like my 84-year-old grandmother who's taken it and she's still like nothing ever happened. So it's kind of up in the air, you know. And I think it's just to me, it's information overload and too many opinions versus facts being mixed. And then when you got young people like us in our city because we young minded a lot. I don't give a fuck because it's like, yeah, it's like mommy and daddy fight. Where does go here till y'all figure it out, you know? But when it's something serious, you won't get their attention because you done overloaded them. You know, it's like you trying to tell your kid to listen to you, but y'all fighting. What the hell I'm gonna listen to you for? You know? But now when it's time to save your life, you know, your kid loses life because they don't know what to do. You don't confuse us. Yeah.
I like the way you put that.
That's good. So ultimately, you decided to go on and get it. So what made you say I'm going to get it?
Just because I honestly we've been with the flu shot. We've been mandated to take that flu shot for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even to work at Grady, you had to have the flu shot, and it's never done anything to me. You know, I didn't. I believe in the science behind it. You know, I just didn't believe in how you was doing it, and I'm gonna stand with the people because they don't understand. I'm staying with them because again, you shouldn't force. If I want to do it, it's because I want to, not because you're telling me that I gotta damn do it, and you don't even know what it's gonna do to me. Who are you? You know? Why? And my thing is, this community would have been vaccinated if you would have just left this shit alone and just put it out there for them. But when you they want to know where the hell you got it from, what the ingredients at, shit. But the truth be told is, hell, they don't ask all those questions. So I tell people too, it's everything from Tylenol at one point was an experiment. Your family made because all of us still pretty young, but there used to be studies like you get $200, you go down here and taste this food, right? Or wear these maxi pads and see what. That's all part of a study. You don't get your facts or your statistics unless you have a group of people that's willing to volunteer their services. But when you're mixing it with all the myths versus facts, now you're like, shit, this shit may really work, but you're not gonna get these people to listen because you forcing it down their throat.
Yeah, that was the hustle back when I was in my doing
and that's how
it was more like a volunteer.
It's volunteer, and even with the vaccine, it's the same thing. So
it's volunteer, but they started kind of forcing it, and
that's
I think it was on top of the forcing, but also when they were trying to how they were trying to pay everybody and all the incentives.
But they weren't paying nobody fucking buckhead. They only came down here where we sit there, and it goes back to our mindset because we allowed it to come into our community instead of us standing up pushing that shit out. We allowed it because y'all was so sucked about getting that $200, and you got 4 kids, so you're gonna get $100.
And that's why we become the study group most of the time.
All the time. Because they know how to get us.
Experiment. What?
I don't know, but no, it just hearing it from your perspective though, and somebody who was on just hearing about the vaccine and the COVID and how hearing it. I think this is one of the most realest conversations honest conversations I've had.
Yeah, just talking to the people that don't know. My thing is, I asked doctors before, take your white coat off because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers, they are people like we are. Man. They eat Fritos and goddamn pep, whatever this shit is on the side. They eat all of this. They are people. The difference between them and I, or us and y'all, is we just went to school. Or I ain't gonna say went to school. We took a different class. You know, you study French, I study English. You know, they interpret more. Their mindset is different. You know, today the surgeon, you got to be you got to be a unique person to date a surgeon, because for a person to sit there and that takes a different type of mindset. Could you imagine having a conversation with him?
That's an interesting segue because
that is
because there is lack of numbers of African Americans and doctors now in surgery, you know what I'm saying, like that. And they're bringing in a lot of foreigners from different countries to fill the roles. So how have you had to adjust to that, to seeing less and less people of your ilk, of your, you know what I'm saying, where you come from in those roles? You have to deal with the foreigners.
Or has it always kind of been?
It's kind of been that way. I do see that there's a lot. Actually, there's a lot. I don't want to say Nigerians because I ain't gonna lie, I'm ignorant when it comes to who the hell's who, what's what. Right?
I watched the numbers.
Yeah, so outside of America, there's a lot of foreigners inside these hospitals. You know, there's a lot of language barriers too. You know, but at the end of the day, it's because again we were spoiled and we don't want to work for shit. We don't want to do nothing. These people work their ass off. They do, and they send their money back to their damn family. So they come here and laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that they do, we can do too. We just want the easy way out, and it's not always. My thing is so funny. We're
What you
talking
call it,
about
Golden Shot Red. What was his name? The liquor store. A1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the thing about it is, why you're following all these people. These people, most of these people, 75% of these people on Instagram get rich off making you think they're rich.
Girl, would you please say that louder for the people in the back?
I'm gonna rent that same goddamn private jet.
Listen.
I'm gonna borrow your damn Bentley, and I'm gonna borrow that.
I had a guy jump in my you see like this nigga went on my Instagram, got the afterwards just need a phone number and text me. So I've seen him like, damn, like that nigga might be legit. I mean, he said DM me on Instagram. I'm like, why the fuck I do Instagram? I said, this the cap. So I'm finna just, what I'm saying. So, you have to do all these numbers. So when he talk, I'm on his page. So I'm like, yeah, I got a million subscribers. We do promotion. I can really blow your podcast up. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, so we got a million subscribers. Me being in the latest, you know what I'm saying? I pay for all these services. I know that generally 10% of your audience, you know what I'm saying, likes or shares your content, right? Mm-hmm. So if you got a million subscribers, your likes and views should be around 100,000 if your numbers are legitimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
17 likes. You know,
but I mean,
what I'm saying, like, you out here tricking folks out their money with the cap. Nigga, I said, bro, I ain't got no money. You want to help that work. Right. You can work, you know what I'm saying? I said, bro, I said, well, look at your number. I said, nah, fuck the million views. Let's go. I said, send me your analytics. Let me see them. I said, send me your impressions. Oh, no, I don't really do that personally. Well, what the fuck we talking for? I want to see I want to see how many people who scroll and see your shit.
Right. That goes back to where, and I'm sorry, but going back to like when we've had other people come on the show, like artists. Remember, we've had the conversations to where when they're saying like, in order to build your brand and and they always say they have to spend money on material things because they gotta look a certain way for people to buy in, and I think
that's why they charge other money to come on their show.
Girl, listen, girl, and I just feel like, but it's crazy to me.
I came in my t-shirt and my J's. That's it. This is what I do every day.
I'm
just saying, but that's what it is. They get rich out making you think they rich.
You don't dress like this once every 7
I'm going somewhere today after the show, so that's why I'm like this.
No, but I'm saying I was told that too, because they was like, why would you, when I was talking about having people come out to my party, to my thing, I was like, I'm not paying nobody to come. I love y'all. I ain't dropping no $10,000 on nobody.
But it's not, and I feel like it's not authentic. And then it's like you fooling people. That's my thing.
That's how you ain't gonna talk to them. Like, stay your ass over there.
And if we trying to really make a difference, if you really trying to make a difference in this world and shift some stuff, you gotta stop following the crowd and doing the same thing. Like, you gotta quit trying. That's like,
maybe I didn't even know Red was showing up. How did he just told you to come, right? Okay, he invited you.
But you know what? But if you got some people who are, and I feel like Red is one of those just genuine. He's a genuine person. Like
his wife told us going up the mountain that she was like, because I was like, damn, I saw them on Instagram. I thought she was at the beach, and Shorty was like, no, he wanted to get back. We had to get back because Red had the 5K thing. He wanted to be at your event. So you telling me, we ain't gonna mention her name, but you and your on vacay, and his mindset, y'all want to both of them because they're a team, want to get back to support 2 different events. Y'all literally took a quick vacay. You know what that shit meant to me? Because I didn't even know he was showing up, because I just knew he wasn't going to be there because I saw on his Instagram that he had a 5K run. So I just chalked it up, and I wasn't mad, you know what I'm saying? But he showed up. It's like, when you are who you are, the people going to follow.
One thing I've learned on this journey is this. It's better to be authentically yourself than to try to fake anything, because when it's genuine, they're gonna support it. I tell you all the time, like I said, bro, you can't look for me. The media shows on all the major platforms. You're gonna put me up anywhere. So to me, that's a compliment coming from. Absolutely. So the same motherfucker that go on YouTube and click on anybody's shit, after all that shit, so I'm good, you can't look for me. And one thing they'll tell about me, I'm not impressed. I really don't give a fuck. Right. You know what I mean? With some of the relationships I have built are really genuine. Right. And that's what I appreciate more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not paying for shit no more.
Yeah,
you gotta call them on.
Right, and people, to me, when you're genuine, that go that extra mile. That's why I even talk about people when you work, even down to employees and employers. If you're genuine with your employees, and you can weed out the bullshit because you ain't gonna lie. And I'm not gonna make it a black person thing, but typically you see us, we always trying to take advantage of some shit, right? But typically, when you are that person that is genuine, that you're gonna get that and more in return from the people you put it out.
Because people ain't gonna want to do you wrong. It's like they appreciate who you are, what you bring. So people they gonna feel bad about
all fucking over you. Yeah. I had to realize that I had fuck nigga ways though. Like how you do shit, you had to check yourself. Like I'm on some fuck nigga.
I think we all at
some point
feel like you got to go back, and that's why I'm quick to not bash people.
But the good part is when you can correct it.
Exactly. When you recognize your growth. You don't, and you do better. Like I said, when you know better, you do better. Now, if you know better, you're still doing the same slick shit, then obviously you don't want to grow. It's gonna come back on you. But when you're able to be like, yo, self-evaluation, best medicine right there.
But Keisha, before we get out of here, we want to get into shit everybody want to know about you. There's a series of questions we ask everybody to come on our show, see if they're a real nigga or not.
Real nigga or not? Oh Lord. Okay, let's go.
Fried chicken, baked chicken.
Fried.
It's good.
Cabbages or collard greens?
Going to collard greens.
Peaches. Peach cobbler or yams?
Peach cobbler for me.
Is yams a dessert? Is yams a dessert?
Dessert? I don't like yams.
But is it a dessert or a side?
Oh, is it? In our community, it's a side. It's not a dessert.
Yeah. Thank you, Keisha. It is.
But as I had health tip. It's crazy. If you know your blood type and you're a B blood type, chicken is the worst shit ever for you. And the majority of our community is probably blood type. Because chicken blood type.
Yeah, my buddy he tell me I need to get my blood, like find out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it. Favorite, okay, well damn, the chicken question coming.
Salmon. Favorite
wing flavor?
Oh God, for black people, lemon pepper, mild sprinkle lemon pepper.
That's Atlanta. That's Atlanta. Okay. My Uber driver today, he moved here from Cali, from Los Angeles. He said, "Man, y'all motherfuckers eat more fucking chicken." He said, "It is a hot wing place
on every corner."
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, welcome to Atlanta, baby." He said, "Why do y'all eat mild fucking, like y'all eat like lemon pepper on everything?" Okay. That's Atlanta. This is how we get out. Drawers or flat?
Flats.
Blue cheese or ranch?
Oh God, I do blue cheese, but I'm not black people do ranch on everything.
I like blue cheese. I hate ranch.
Blue cheese, yeah.
Ranch, I tell you, ranch is for lettuce.
Amen. I feel
blue cheese is for hot wings.
Absolutely, right.
When you want something good to eat, right? Where is your favorite place to go get something to eat? The best food in the Metro 13. Who got that? When you like, man, I'm gonna go here. I know they gonna treat me right.
That's a new place called Nouveau. They knew, so we ain't gonna put them in the mix. Nouveau, that shit.
Nouveau.
That's in Jonesboro, and then there's one in College Park. Nouveau.
What do they sell?
Everything. It's a black-owned restaurant by a lady named Ebony. She did our stripping grits at the.
They were good.
Yes, yes. But her shit is nice. It's good. Ooh.
I gotta try that though, because good. The food's good.
Good soul food. I don't know.
Well, we go Nouveau. Nouveau. And our final question is, Atlanta, we real big in the music thing, right? When you was coming up, what was that one album that changed your life?
Tupac. Well, I just said that already. Like,
okay, that's the artist. What
album? Let's see which one. Me Against the World.
My favorite Pac album. When he was locked up.
Yeah, Me Against the World.
Well, Keisha, we want to thank you for coming on the show, man. Give us your Instagram, your social media. Let me put this in the camera.
Hello. I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. You're gonna laugh. Let me get mine out of the way. Use your Instagram, social media. Y'all make sure y'all. This is a number. You can't see it, but it's right there.
You so Licked it. It's not even in the camera. Let us do it.
There you go. Hey, right there. You see it?
So healing. So follow me on IG at D.O.P.E. Dope Healing. Dope Healing on IG. Dope Healing on Facebook. That is me. 678-872-821-2807 is our number. But hit us up on IG. Dope Healing.
Okay.
Yay.
So my question I like to ask y'all to guess that come, and I know you're gonna have a dope answer for it because just listening to your conversation. But so I'm on a mission. I want to change the world. I want to help to bring more peace. So I want to ask you, what's one thing that you think will contribute to world peace?
Right, not just the mindset of you starting it, right? So little things. Being you, getting out to the community.
No. I'm sorry. I get what you. No, I'm saying, what's one thing you think we can, like, as a collective, that will contribute to
Communication and love, understanding.
That's my favorite. That's what I say. Communication is everything.
And love conquers all. And then now, again, love folks from a distance, because I don't believe in loving toxic shit. I believe in loving the hell out of them from a distance, though.
Look, your name, I know you say the name came from, you being at a place in life, but I feel
Tell us what dope mean again.
Delivering only positive energy.
But I feel like that, like, God don't make no mistakes. Stuff be happening just like how we might name our child something and we ain't thinking that deep. What names mean a lot, and I feel like that name suits you well because now, like, getting to know you better, like, I met you before, yeah, but like just hearing you, your mindset, and just everything, like, you dope as fuck.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I trademarked that, so it's a whole trademark. I was happy about that.
Trademark. That's what's up.
You dope as fuck. Like, your personality, your energy.
This is gonna bring world peace. I told y'all Parker raised me, right? So he always said, I'm not saying I would change the world, but I guarantee I would spark the brain that will change the world. I'm one of them brains that he sparked.
I love you.
Yeah, I remember that's one of my favorite things about him.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like where you was going with the question before, so I do still want to hear what you were gonna say as far as the steps.
Yeah, this little thing. So again, we start. We want to be the change. Literally, as cliche as it sounds, we want to be the change. I get tired of talking about people. I get tired of talking about how shitty they are, but how dumb. What am I doing? What am I doing? Right? Because I have a whole follower that I don't even know that's following me. You know, people looking at me from afar that I don't know. So again, you be that change. Instead of me talking shit about them, let me just do it because maybe it's for me to do. You know, and shit, let go. You know, learn to let go.
Let go.
I like it.
What is also bittersweet? Coco's taking a long leave of absence for the media show to go in her other endeavors in life. She's a diva now. We want to thank Coco for coming on the media show, helping us change, and we appreciate her as a woman for coming on, razzle dazzle in the show. It ain't over talking me, it's fine. But
over talking,
over talking me and taking over. We appreciate you coming on the media show, Coco, helping us out, and hey man, we always here for you, and good luck on all your endeavors, on your acting, on your world peace, on your counseling, on your nonprofit. There was a saying that my grandma used to always say, flowers are meant to be seen by the world. You know what I'm saying? So, so we'll see. I'm just being G. So, we'll see y'all Tuesday.
No,
I'll be back.
Gotta say something.
I'll be back. Now we ain't that emotional.
I gotta say something. No,
I'm just playing.
Let us be emotional.
But like, honestly, I want to thank you. And y'all, this is not the last time.
No, I said leave it after.
Yeah, because I'm still, y'all don't see me, but I am working on some things. And I just want to give you a shout out again, Big. I truly appreciate you for this opportunity. Like, for you, like I said, I can't say enough for you betting on me, taking a chance on me. Like, first day, you believed in me, you brought me in. I've learned so much. I've grown so much. Yeah, like, I mean, from day one, like you within a couple of days ago, I met him, and I was 3 days later, I'm on the show. And I've grown so much over this past year.
Your confidence is looking
like I've grown so much. I've gotten comfortable on the podcast. I've met so many different people, made so many new relationships. through the show, you know, opportunities, the acting, the different stuff, all of that was a result of yeah, the show. So like I've grown, like this past year, my life has changed so much, and I owe a lot of it to the media show. So I thank you for allowing God to use you as a vessel in my transitions and to me going to the next level in my life. I thank you.
That's why I say I appreciate you, because the media show, this is what the media show is all about. You know what I'm saying? And we not haters here. We want to see people grow. We want to see, and when we had a conversation, I was like, it's cool. Yeah. We good. You know what I mean? So
and I thank you.
That's why I
fire now. When I had a conversation, I was kind of feeling
but
bad.
I knew it was coming because you can see growth in somebody.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
That's what I saw in her. I know you see somebody, you see the bigger. I'll have that other that see more people they see in themselves.
That's the CEO in you, brother. That's that boss.
You know
That's what we're talking about.
And we good, and I appreciate you for taking time out your schedule to come and build with me. And you already know what it is with me. So you know what I mean? Good people, we appreciate you. Coming through blessing us.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a good way.
And I brought the snacks back to take it back to when we originally started. This is how we used to we eat the snacks. We used to get, you know what I'm saying? I didn't bring the liquor.
Y'all gotta go back and watch the other episodes.
So man, hey man,
about liquor.
Nah, I was told not to bring no liquor.
The AK.
Yeah, the AK is up. We still can see. The thing is though, I got a surprise. Y'all stay tuned next week. We doing something totally different. Cause now we ain't got no women on the show. We going ape shit. Don't be
trying to. You already got brand new cameras when I'm leaving.
Yeah. We got monitors now. We got new cameras. So now what it is? I told you I was slowly building. I was building anyway.
I'm happy for you though.
But at the end of the day, you growing, we growing, and the black folk, you know, we all circle back and grind. You know what I mean? So I'll see y'all Tuesday. Y'all make sure y'all follow Coco One on Instagram. So the media show featuring Biggs and Dope Hitter. We thank you, man. Anytime you need us, man, hit us up. We'll be there, man.
I got something in my mind.
I'm gonna do this shit in my
people.
Go ahead. Now I was ending the show. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm good. Hey.
Yeah, I thought you could hold the cards up. Oh yeah.
Dope Healing, y'all. Gonna get y'all.
Clothing line coming soon.
Okay.
That's what we need.
Gonna get y'all healing.
Make sure you make some crops.
Let's go, nigga, I'm back. I'm gonna do this shit in my way. I'm here. Okay. Tell these niggas, man, 100. Nigga, fuck all that bullshit. I'm here. Yeah. Black chicken in the motherfucker.